Alrighty, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Sonic the Little Game Fan, and welcome to episode 17 of my Let's Review series. On today's review, I will be reviewing on Sonic Colors. So without further ado, let's begin the review. So, Sonic Colors was the third game, and possibly the fourth and possible final game, Sonic game on the Nintendo Wii. And it's probably a good game to play, because, well, it's really fun. I mean, what else? The galaxies, playing a simulator, heck, even using the wisps. It's really fun, but we need to go as usual. We need to go down to the plot of the story. The plot begins in space, where Dr. Eggman creates an amusement park with several different planets and attractions called Dr. Eggman's Amazing Interstellar Amusement Park. Sonic and Tails go and investigate in the amusement park before opening day. Then, Orbit and Cubot are chasing two alien creatures, where Sonic had to rescue the poor thing and end up discovering wonderful powers. It was a wisp, an alien-like species. One of them was Yacker, which lets Tails which leads to Tails building a translator through his Mile-Electric to communicate with Yacker. Which means, score 1 for Sonic Colors, as this is better than Google Translate. Take that, Google! This leads to the kidnapping of the other wisps, and Eggman's plan to harness the energy for his schemes. Sonic is now on a mission to liberate the wisps and shut down the generators, linking to the amusement park, where he learns that Eggman transforms those wisps into Nega Wisps, where Eggman would use the wisp against Sonic. This leads to the amusement park exploding and Sonic destroying the boss. Now it's a showdown where Eggman would use the robot to harness the negative wisp energy, but with every wisp, he defeats Eggman with the final Color Blast. The cannon creates a black hole to consume the park and, of course, Eggman. And unfortunately, Sonic didn't make it out in time. But while Yacker changes the Nega Wisps back to normal, he's finally saved. Sonic finally wakes up and lands back on Earth, but he was thanked by Tails for handling Eggman. That's the plot. Now we can begin with the gameplay. So now in Sonic Colors, this game will allow you to use one of the 4 control schemes. You have the Wiimote alone, the Wiimote and Nunchuk combination, the classic controller, and the GameCube controller. To me, I prefer to use the classic controller and the GameCube controller because I don't have to use the motion controls. Also, motion controls, it's really hard to connect, or pretty much hard to aim at because I have to point it at the center bar. So you can control Sonic like you would do in any other Sonic games. It's unlocked from the get-go, from the start. The ground stomp, the wall jump, the slide, the crouch, the double jump, etc. The boost makes a return, only instead it's carried out by white wisps rather than rings, collecting rings. It's really interesting, I know. There are 7 different worlds in Sonic Colors that you could access. It ranges from Tropical Resort, Sweet Mountain, Starlight Carnival, Planet Wisp, Aquarium Park, Asteroid Coaster, and Terminal Velocity. The first one is Tropical Resort, which is Sonic's home planet. Hold on. Alright, where was I? Oh yeah. So, hold on. There's 7 worlds in Sonic Colors that you can access. Ranges from Tropical Resort, Sweet Mountain, Starlight Carnival, Planet Wisp, Aquarium Park, Asteroid Coaster, and Terminal Velocity. The first planet is Tropical Resort, which is Sonic's home planet, full of shopping, sightseeing, etc. This is basically a tutorial world, so nothing interesting here. Secondly, we have Sweet Mountain, which is filled with lots of sweets, candies, and much more. Hungry as much? Yeah, I think they went overboard like what happened with Cloudy with Chance Meatballs or Willy Wonka from the Chocolate Factory or anything like that. The third world is Starlight Carnival, which space coverings with glowing neon lights, which tours with the pathway of light. The fourth world is Planet Wisp, which is home to the Wisps. And it's a garden, yeah, basically a home, a Wisps home. The fifth is an amusement park, is the aquarium park, or underwater Chinatown, which is basically filled with sushi and fish. Well, excluding the sushi, sorry. It's full of water and fish and stuff. After that, we had to Asteroid Coaster, which is the I want to say the sixth, yeah, the sixth world, which is filled with roller coasters and asteroids. Basic, I know. And then finally, Terminal Velocity, which is the final world of the game where you escape from the amusement park and encounter Eggman. Nothing more, nothing less. Scattered through each world, or basically all levels, or most levels, well, excluding bosses, they will have red rings, which is used for Gameland on Eggman's Sonic Simulator, which I'll talk about that later in depth. So now we can just head into the Wisps. So there are 7 Wisps for the console version of Sonic Colors. The first Wisp is a Scion Wisp, which uses a laser to reach through different areas. The second Wisp is a Yellow Wisp, which uses the Drill Wisp to drill underground for enemies or underground routes, which is really funny, which is really cool and really fun. The third Wisp is the Blue Wisp, which is a cube wisp where blocks will turn into coins. Interesting, I know. The fourth is the Green Wisp, which allows you to float up in the higher ground and perform a lightspeed dash. Heck, why couldn't they use the lightspeed dash for Sonic? That would have made a lot more sense. The next one is the fifth Wisp, which is the Pink Wisp, which is a spike wisp where you could spin dash and break everything. Seriously, again, why? The sixth Wisp is the Orange Wisp, which is a rocket, which turns you into a rocket ship and then blast off. And once it's done, you'll instantly free fall. Finally, the last Wisp is the Purple Wisp, which transforms into a monster-like wisp, which destroys everything in your path, 2D or 3D. Now, these wisps can be used for alternative routes or shortcuts, which is by far the best thing of all time. Now, there's a final thing for the Wii version. Enter the Gameland, where you will play in-game stages in 8-bit form. Hold on. Okay, without any distractions, let's continue. Now, there's a final thing for the Wii version. Enter the Gameland, where you will play in-game stages in 8-bit form. There's 3 acts, and you have to play the game, but you gotta avoid the Eggman capsule. Ugh. That's kind of gross and disgusting. Well, you need to collect those red coins in order to the red rings to access those levels. After you beat it, you will get Super Sonic, which is good news because after Sonic 4, you can actually turn in that Super God. The only thing that really sucked about Super Sonic is that you can't use the other Wisps in Super Sonic for Super Sonic. Oh well, I really don't care about it, but then I really don't. Which is by far stupid, but oh well. So what do I think about Sonic Colors? Well, when you think about it, I think this is actually one of the best games of all time. I like it when you're using the different wisps in Sonic Colors. That's really amazing. Not only that, but also the music. It's really good, catchy, and really interesting. Now, the console version is the better version of Sonic Colors. The DS version, not so much. It's the same thing like the Wii version, but except it's like Sonic Rush. You get the 5 instead of the usual 7. However, I won't jump the gun here, and I'll talk about that DS version in the near future. So that'll do it for episode 17 of my Let's Review series. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys on episode 18 of my Let's Review series. Peace.